Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We have already discussed how the Quraysh met Abu Talib on three distinct occasions and tried to convince him to tell his nephew to stop doing what he's doing. And we have also talked about the time when the offer was made to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he should worship their God for some time and then they should worship his God for some time, and then Surah Kafirun was released. And similarly, there is an incident of a diplomacy by Utbah bin Rabi'ah. Utbah bin Rabi'ah was one of the senior members of the Quraysh, and he had been chosen to go and talk to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and try to explain to him in his own way, because the Quraysh were persecuting him and explaining to him and talking to him and making deals and offers, and they were doing that all alternately, thinking that maybe something will work. They would send their own representative or they would send somebody else from some other tribe. So Utbah bin Rabi'ah was chosen for negotiating because it was said that he understands magic, soothsaying and poetry best, and these were the allegations that they had leveled at him. So Utbah said, "O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who is better, you or Abdul Muttalib?" The Prophet remained silent. Utbah said, "If you claim that they, your forefathers, are better than you, then you know that they worship the same gods that you find fault with. And if you claim that you are better than them, then speak so that we can hear what you have to say." "By Allah, we have never seen a lamb that's more unlucky to your people than you are. You have divided our ranks, broken up our affair, found fault with our religion, and exposed us among the Arabs to the degree that it is being said among them, 'Verily there is a magician among the Quraysh. Verily there is a soothsayer among the Quraysh. By Allah, we will not wait until some of us stand up with swords against others among us until we all perish.' O man, if the only problem is that you are in need of wealth, we will gather for you our wealth until you become the richest man among the Quraysh. And if all that you desire is marriage, choose any women from the Quraysh you want, and we will marry you off to 10 women of your choice." The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Are you done?" And Utbah said yes. Now these offers might be insulting, but they are not surprising at all. This is just the sort of thing that would be offered to anybody who stood up with the kind of goal or vision that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had, or the message from Allah himself. Because human beings have worldly desires, and worldly desires are just like that. Wealth, most beautiful women, land, businesses in our modern world, things like that. So all these worldly offers were made, but naturally not accepted. The response of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was from the Quran itself. Hamim. These letters are one of the miracles of the Quran, and none but Allah alone knows their meanings. A revelation from Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. A book whereof the verses are explained in detail. A Quran in Arabic for people who know. And the person who is being addressed by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam does know Arabic, obviously. Giving glad tidings of paradise to the one who believes in the oneness of Allah, that is Islamic monotheism, and fears Allah much, abstains from all kinds of sins and evil deeds, and loves Allah much, performing all kinds of good deeds which He has ordained. And warning of punishment in the hellfire to the one who disbelieves in the oneness of Allah. But most of them turn away, so they hear not. And they say, "Our hearts are under covering, screened from that to which you invite us, and in our ears is deafness, and between us and you is a screen. So work you on your way. Verily, we are working on our way." Say, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "I am only a human being like you. It is revealed to me that your Ilah is one Ilah, Allah. Therefore take straight path to Him. With true faith, Islamic monotheism, and obedience to Him, and seek forgiveness of Him. And woe to al-mushrikun, polytheists, idolaters, disbelievers in the oneness of Allah, those who give not the zakah and they are disbelievers in the hereafter. Truly, those who believe in the oneness of Allah and in His Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Islamic monotheism, and do righteous good deeds, for them will be an endless reward that will never stop. That is paradise." Say, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, do you verily disbelieve in Him who created the earth in 2 days, and you set up rivals in worship with Him? That is the Lord of the Alameen, mankind, jinn, and all that exists. He placed therein, that is the earth, firm mountains from above it, and he blessed it, and measured therein its sustenance, for its dwellers, in 4 days equal. That is, all those 4 days were equal in the length of time for all those who ask about its creation. Then he rose over Istawa towards the heaven, when it was smoke, and said to it and to the earth, Come both of you willingly or unwillingly. They both said, We come willingly. Then he completed and finished from their creation as 7 heavens in 2 days, and he made in each heaven its affair. And we adorned the nearest lowest heaven with lamps, stars, to be an adornment as well as to guard from the devils by using them as missiles against the devils. Such is the decree of him, the Almighty, the All-Knower. But if they turn away, then say, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I have warned you of a sa'ika, a destructive awful cry, torment, hit, thunderbolt, like the sa'ika which overtook Ad and Thamud. Quran 44 1-13 Surah Fusilat. Utbah says, That is sufficient for you, you have nothing else with you other than this? Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, No. And with this Utbah returned to the Quraysh. The Quraysh said, What happened? Utbah said, I said everything that I thought you would have said to him. The Quraysh said, And did he answer you? Yes, Utbah said, I heard speech that by Allah I have not heard the like of ever before. By Allah, it is not poetry, nor is it magic or soothsaying. Now we need to remember that Utbah is a member of the Quraysh, and the Quraysh value poetry and the purity of language very highly indeed. They value eloquence and the ability to make speeches, and they always used to say that the words of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam are so beautiful that if anybody is going to hear them, it's going to be difficult for him not to get convinced. And that's why when the open call was made, they had sent out their men before pilgrimage comes and talk to all the pilgrims before Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam can talk to them, because they knew that the beauty of his words is such that it is going to impress them. And so coming from him, this meant that he himself acknowledges that this is something totally unique. It is certainly not something that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself could have written, and it was the word of Allah. O people of Quraysh, obey me and let me decide on the course of action we should take. Do not stand between this man and that which he is upon. Leave him be, for by Allah the speech that I heard from him will become great news indeed. If the Arabs get him with harm or death, that means others will have taken care of him for you. But if he is victorious over the Arabs, then his kingdom will be your kingdom, and his honor will be your honor, and of all people you will be the most highly favored with him. The Quraysh said, By Allah, he has bewitched you with his words, O Abu al-Walid. Utbah said, This is my opinion regarding him, but do as seems most befitting to you. Until next time when we talk about Surah Kahf, Assalamu alaikum and thank you for watching.